Hello, welcome back to Ian Bishop's Game Journal. This is my fourth game journal, and today I will be analyzing the structure of Uno. Let us begin. The player. The game of Uno is played with 2 to 10 players. Each player plays to win to their own accords, and is responsible for making sure every player plays with fairness and equity. The objective of Uno is to be the first person to run out of cards. The goal of Uno is to empty your hand and to empty your hand of all cards to where you have no cards left to play. If you do so, you immediately and effectively win the game. Procedures. Every player is dealt with 7 cards. The cards are meant to be kept secret, so no one can predict what you are playing, and also so you cannot cross-team and play with others. There is a draw pile and a discard pile, and the discard pile is activated when the first card is flipped over. A player must draw a card when they cannot play. A player cannot play if their number, their color, or the action at the top of the pile does not match one of your own actions, colors, or numbers. To start the game, the player on the left of the dealer is the first to play. A player who has one card must say Uno before they play their second to last card. Otherwise, if another player beats them to saying Uno, as a result they will be required to draw 2 additional cards, which will foil their chances of nearby victory. The rules of Uno. Every player starts with 7 cards in hand. There is no limit to how many cards you can have in your hand. There are many action cards available to the player throughout the game, which all have their own unique effects. These action cards include the reverse card, which changes the direction of play, the skip card, which skips the next player's turn, a draw 2 card, which forces the next player to draw 2 cards, the wild card, which changes the color on the top of the discard pile, as well as the draw 4 wild card, which may change the color that is currently in play, as well as forcing the next player in the direction of play to draw 4 cards. Cards can only be played, however, when they are consistent with the color, the number, or action at the top of the discard pile. When a player has 2 cards and is about to play their second to last card to go down to their last card, they must say Uno before any other player does so. If they fail to do so, the player will be forced to draw 2 additional cards. The resources that are made available and present throughout Uno. Resources such as action cards primarily include the reverse card, the skip card, the draw 2 card, the wild card, and the draw 4 wild card. These cards can, when played by oneself, can aid progress. However, if they are played against you, they will halt and pose challenges to winning the game, which is why these resources have their ups and downs. These resources are essential to play throughout the game, as they can turn the odds in one's favor if played correctly. For instance, if a player is struggling to play cards and has no cards that match the top of the discard pile, but you have a wild card in your hand, then if a wild card is played, the top of the discard pile can be changed to any color that you so wish. This can definitely turn the odds in one's favor and make it much more easy to play cards that you have in your hand. Other cards, not yet stated, that have effects in Uno include the 0. Playing the number 0 will rotate and swap every hand in the direction of play. Additionally, if a number 7 card is played, the player can choose to swap their hand for another player's hand. These resources can prove crucial to winning games. Use these resources and action cards wisely. The boundaries of play. The boundaries of play include the procedures of starting the game with 7 cards. The boundaries additionally entail fairness and legitimacy and transparency. Unspoken boundaries include morals and playing fairly, such as not looking at other players' cards, having the discard pile and draw cards in sight to make sure that they are not fiddled with, nor swapped discreetly for another card. Additionally, players may not team up unfairly in a standard type game on other players. An instance of a good reason for players to work together would be if they have a common goal to stop another player from winning the game with very little cards. Players must also not reveal what cards they have to others and may not work together to win. And players must notify everyone when they have 1 card left by saying Uno. The conflicts of Uno. Players are able to constantly gauge how many cards their opponent has and will play their cards accordingly. If a player has little cards, they will be the primary target of challenge cards in order to slow down and halt progress. These challenge cards, such as action cards, will be used to halt your progress and halt the player's progress who is closest to victory. Additionally, action cards can aid progress if played by you, but if played against you, they will halt your progress and pose challenges. An additional conflict and challenge that is posed throughout the game of Uno is the RNG luck factor. Luck may be a challenge, since the deck is always randomly shuffled. Luck can or cannot be in your favor at times, and due to this, if a player suffers from poor luck, they will struggle. This is because if a player has bad luck, and one keeps drawing cards that don't match the number, color, or action in play, it can destroy your chances of foreseeable victory. Despite the simple aspects and the simple features of Uno, Uno is a well-balanced and elegant game that has many challenges that lie in store for players to overcome to claim victory, as well as many rewarding moments and cards that are able to be played to skillfully and timely be employed to win the game of Uno. The game of Uno is both at times stressful, frustrating, but also rewarding, as is any other game. Thank you. That is my game journal for week number 4, entailing the structure and analyzing the structure of the card game Uno. Thank you.